Hello.
Namaste.
Adab.
Sat Sri Akal.
Hi everyone. Welcome to this podcast, Take a Pause, with me, Shweta.
And me, Sudeep. In this podcast, you get to listen to different events, experiences, and lots of stories for entertainment to build a mindful lifestyle.
This podcast will also help you to design your life to reach your best potential in everything you're doing right now. So let's get started with today's episode.
Hi Shweta, how are you
Hey
doing?
Sudeep, what's up, buddy?
I am doing good. But Shweta, last 1 week से ना यार बहुत बोर हो रहा है मुझे. I mean, I'm feeling really low and I don't know, I'm feeling lost. So, I don't know. And I think sometimes what happens is that, you keep doing the same thing for over a period of time. And yes, it does give you, happiness. It does give you some kind of purpose.
Yeah.
But there comes a point where you feel that probably I'm not utilizing myself to the full strength. Or maybe I am a bit more, I don't know, unpurposeful.
Yeah,
So
I get it.
I'm somewhere in that space.
And I'm sure we humans go through that, right? And I'm sure you're not sailing in the boat alone, because there are so many times that I think just today I'm not in the same mood as that you are. Maybe I'm more purposeful, I'm more enthusiastic. There are so many reasons. Bas mood acha hai aaj.
But, sometimes there are days when a lot of things don't go the way you have planned.
Yeah, they go south.
Yeah, they go south. And then you start feeling, oh, what am I doing in my life?
And then that actually triggers something and mentally it stops us to take action. And फिर उसके बाद boredom और बढ़ जाता है.
Actually, it just accumulates, right?
So true. And that's the thing I'm saying. Every time I feel lost, I feel bored ना, मैं एक Zumba class कर लेती हूँ. Don't worry, I'm not going to start the music and let's do Zumba. Nahi. But what I'm saying is, maybe you need to move. As you said about the list of work, maybe you could just make a list of things. It could be you get up in the morning, or maybe even right now after finishing this podcast, just write down the next 5 things which are very important to you and nahi ho rahe after maybe since 1 week, since 1 month, and उसमें से 2 चीजें कर ले and just put a tick mark on that. Maybe that moment will get you maybe at least 1% out of this boredom. Okay, recently, I bought a lot of books. Have you heard about this great sage, Dalai Lama?
Of course, yeah.
I've been reading a lot of books of his, the great, and he often writes about happiness and mindfulness. That's my new favorite right now, because it gives me a lot of peace and ultimate purpose of life. So all the great sages, great monks, they say the purpose of life is to be happy, Sudeep. It would be so nice now that imagine हमारा जन्म हुआ है and comes with a stamp that this is the purpose of your life.
That would be so nice.
So I think everybody will be successful in this life.
But the challenge or the fun in that is actually as your life progresses, you explore that purpose, isn't it? Because
True, but Sudeep, there are also people that they spend their lives getting into the rat race of earning money, and then maybe after 40 years, 50 years of their life, they realize, यार जो मैं अभी हूँ मुझे ये करना ही नहीं था. And then the boredom hits them so hard that they lose the purpose of everything what they are doing, and they get into depression, by the way.
So true.
Yeah.
So true.
And you actually feel their bored energy.
And do you know that even the gods that we worship, even they didn't know their purpose of life? I mean, let's take an example of Ramayana. Okay, so the birth of Ram, the birth of Lord Ram, who is worshipped across the country and is at the the base of our culture.
I think he's the god.
This brings me to one of the recent editions or versions of Ramayana that I recently read. And the birth of Lord Rama, the story was so exciting.
I know.
That's how it goes.
Wonderful.
So, as we know, King Dashrath was the ruler of Ayodhya, the capital of Kosala. Now, besides having ruled the invincible ancient city of Ayodhya, King Dashrath had a worry of who will take the throne after him. Dasharath had no sons and just one daughter, Shanta, who was married to a famous sage of those times called Rishi Shringya. King Dasharath had three wives, as we all know.
Yeah.
Kaushalya, Kaikeyi and Sumitra.
Of course.
Kosla or Ayodhya was a peaceful city with no crime. The people lived in prosperity and peace, but the worry of the future ruler was always in the mind of Dasharath and also the people of Ayodhya. Now, the story has one more plot.
Okay.
Dasharath had gone hunting in a nearby forest a few years ago, and there he spotted a deer. The king waited quietly near the bushes, and at the slightest hush of the leaves, he shot at a deer. However, in the haste, he mistook a young man called Shravan for the deer and killed him instead.
Oh dear.
Shravan was the only son of a blind couple, which cursed the king. It said, "O king, just like us, you too will die grieving for a son." Now, Dasharath was well aware of this curse, and he thought for a second that the curse to come true, he would need to have a son, for which
Yeah.
this was like a blessing in disguise, because
Yeah.
he was seeking for a son.
He at least knows now that he's going to get a son.
Of course, yeah. So, with this thought, Dasharath decided to perform the Putra Kameshti Yajna,
Okay.
a prestigious sacrificial ceremony to obtain the blessings of the deities for a son.
You're giving ideas to people, Sudeep.
No. It was those times.
Or was it applicable only to gods?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was decided between all the ministers of the palace that such a powerful yajna would be performed by the sage Rishi Shringya.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
son-in-law of
Shanta's
Dasharath.
husband. Yeah.
Correct. All was decided and the holy ceremony began. And Lord Indra was evoked. Now, in the heavens above, Indra was really upset as he had just lost a battle with the demon king Ravana. Ravana had created a complete chaos everywhere on earth and made it a living hell. Indra went up to Brahma and demanded that something had to be done to stop Ravana. Brahma, although was helpless, as he had given a boon to Ravana which protected him from the gods, and he had literally become immortal.
Wow. So that was the reason he was a very powerful king.
Exactly. So Brahma advised Indra to go to Vishnu and seek his help. Lord Vishnu said, "Brahma's boon is unbreakable, yet I will cause the death of Ravana." Ravana did not mention men or animals in his boon to safeguard him against them. So Indra pleaded Vishnu to take the birth of a man and kill Ravana, to which Vishnu responded, "I already have. I will go down on the earth and be born as King Dashratha's son."
Wonderful.
Now you can relate, right?
Yeah. Okay, I get it now. Okay, I think you should complete the story. This is fun.
As the yajna was being concluded, there arose a celestial pudding in a golden bowl. There also arose a deity that asked the king to offer this to his wives to fulfill his wish. Since Kaushalya was the eldest queen, Dashratha offered her half of the pudding. Of the remaining, he gave half to Sumitra and half of the rest to Kaikeyi.
Yeah.
The remaining pudding lay in a pile of utensils to be washed outside.
Yeah. But Sudeep, do you know that Kaikeyi was Lord Dashratha's favorite wife?
Yes.
Have you heard about it?
Yes, I know she was.
I think that's the version I read. Read one of the stories. Yeah.
That's true. So this pudding plate was just laying
To all
outside.
the three women. Yeah.
And it still contained some of the part. Now a crow picked it up and flew away with it. It flew quite far and sat down on a top of a hill, which was the land of monkeys.
Okay.
But somehow the bowl slipped and rolled down the hill. A huge monkey named Kesari caught sight of it and took it to his wife named Anjana, who ate the remaining pudding.
Okay.
Soon Ayodhya came alive with the good news that the queens were expecting.
Nice.
After 9 months, on the 9th day of the month of Chaitra, Kaushalya gave birth to a son who was
Shri Ram.
exactly. Dashratha was thrilled and so was the entire city of Ayodhya. The city rejoiced with flags, banners, and flowers. Soon, Kaikeyi gave birth to a son, and Sumitra had twins, while Anjana gave birth to Lord Hanuman.
The monkey. Yes.
The naming ceremony was held on the 13th day after the babies were born.
Wow.
The sage Vasishtha named Kaushalya's son the eldest prince Rama, or the pleasant one. And so was born the mighty king Lord Rama, or the avatar of Vishnu, to bestow peace, prosperity on earth and relieve the land from the menace of Ravana. But Shweta, did Lord Rama know at that time with what purpose he was born?
You know what, Sudeep? I guess it's all about trusting yourself first, following your intuitions, knowing your skills, and just following this process. And the most important, trusting the process. And let's take this pause right now, in this moment, and ask yourself, what is my purpose of life right now?